Now that we understand what arrays are, we're ready to start learning some of the functions that we can perform on arrays, because the power of arrays is going to really become evident once we start realizing what we can do with them and to them. Let's create a new workspace that we can work with. I'm going to save as for this file and make this one just be array functions. There we go. I'm going to change the title to be array functions as well. And I'm going to get rid of everything that's here except for that first array that I defined. And that'll give me an array that we can start by working with. There we go. Now I mentioned that arrays were going to be a lot more flexible than variables for a lot of reasons. Let's look at a couple of those. We can, for example, count the values. We can do something like PHP echo the count of array 1. And that'll tell us how many items are in the array, or how many pockets have been filled. We can also have the maximum value. And we can, once again, echo max array 1. And that probably makes common sense as well. And we can have minimum value. And it'll try and figure out what the minimum value in that array is. So let's go ahead and try those. Let's put some BR tags at the end here just so that it looks nice. And one more. There we go. Save the file, switch back to Firefox, and load up our new page, array functions. There we are. So there were 6 items in the array. The highest number is 42, and the lowest is 4. Now, one of the other things that's going to be very powerful about arrays that we can't really do with variables very easily is being able to sort them in order. And of course, we might want to just simply sort them from lowest to highest or from highest to lowest. And we can do that with sort and rsort. Rsort is for reverse sort. And I've gone ahead and given it the print R statement that we saw in the last movie, which will give us a readable printout of the array. So let's go ahead and bring that up and see what those do for us. And sure enough, the first one, it tells us what the array looks like, and they're already arranged in sorted order. We can jumble them around if you want to play with them. And reverse sort, which sorted them into the opposite order. And it actually changed the state of the array, so now the array is in the opposite order. Here's a couple that I find especially useful. A lot of times, especially if we're wanting to do a printout of array, we don't want to use print R in what we're giving to the end user. We're actually wanting to take a set of values and put them out in something that looks a lot nicer. We can implode it, and then we take an array, which is array 1, and we're going to use, I've told it to use the string space, asterisk space, to separate the values, and smash it all together to make a string. And we end up with string 1, and we're going to echo that back. And there's a counterpart to implode.